let's talk about this picture right here.
Okay. So I work with a guy at where I work security at. He's a plant engineer. His name's Nathan Moore. He's a good friend of mine. And every time somebody snaps a picture of me or sends something on Facebook or social media, he makes a copy of it for me. Well, not for me, for laughs. So what he does is when I come in Monday morning, he's got a picture and he's got it laminated and he's, showing everybody, hey, David, da, da, da. At that time, I was a gray shirt. I was a supervisor at that game. That was the year that the pandemic started. And we had to wear masks. We had to wear shields if you're on the field. If you remember the meme here, it's been, 3 years ago, where Patrick Mahomes is standing by Coach Reed with Coach Reed has one of those masks on, one of those shields, and he's doing tic-tac-toe on it. Well, that was the same game that happened at. So my friend, so that's why I kind of brought that for you, so you can kind of show that kind of the fun stuff, the fun side of the stuff. Even though it's mostly serious, but we do have fun at little pranks and stuff like that. So that was a good memory for me, and I'm glad that my friend Nathan took that and gave it to me, but he gives them all to me. And I have more of them at home. I really didn't think to bring them because I didn't think that would be relevant, but I think we're having fun with these pictures.
I like them. I like that one. I like that picture right there. The ones that you, I think you're giving me that one right there. I like that picture right there.
Yeah, let me tell you a story about that.
That's Mahomes'
his mother, yes.
And who's this right here?
That's his daughter. That's her daughter, Patrick Mahomes' sister.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
That's what's up.
So
I don't know if y'all can see. Nah, y'all probably can't see that. But he gave me some pictures or whatnot, and he's about to explain them.
So what happened? If you zoom in, you can see this picture. I was down there and around the edge of the tunnel goes up behind the stadium, inside the stadium, and she came down and said, "Hey, yes, I know who you are." I said, "Hey, can you get Patrick for me?" So Patrick was right at the bench. So I went over to, "Hey, Patrick," and said, "Your mom's here. She wants to see you." So she wanted to take a selfie with him and said, "Hey, can you stand right there in the picture?" And I said, "Yeah, that'd be great." So Patrick's mom, his sister, and him's in the picture, that I'm standing right there and take it. So all my friends, the next day, they see this, they make a copy of Nathan, and he says, "Yeah, look at you photobombing that shot." I said, "No, they asked me to be in there." So I'm actually in a process of trying to get each one of them to autograph it for me. But it's kind of hard to kind of get those connections with them.
Oh, yeah.
But I think eventually, at the right time, in the right place, I'll get them autographed and I'll get you a copy of it.
That's what's up. I would love a copy of it.
Yeah, and then here's another over here. If you can zoom in, it's just another picture that was taken off of I think it was CBS was doing the camera shots that day, and that was on the news, and somebody just screenshotted that and said, I don't even remember what it says, but
now we know exactly what he does on the weekends at Arrowhead when he. I see it.
Working hard, always working.
Playing could be working hard.
That's I always tell my friends, I'm always working. But anyway, that's kind of a nice little picture. I wish I kind of would have brought more of them now, but maybe we get together.
Oh yeah,
because you mentioned you maybe come back and do some more.
Oh, most definitely.
We can do one. But anyway, it's just some fun times we have, and my friends are really good to me. And that kind of reminds me about some of the connections I have with some of these guys.
Yeah, so why don't you talk about all the connections that you get or whatnot? But I know you probably ain't got a whole bunch of connections with the players because they always in and out. But would you elaborate on some of the connections?
Well, here's kind of our job policy is we don't speak to anybody until they speak to us. Well, I've been there long enough to where these guys recognize me every game because I'm the one they first see when they come out on the field, and they're always giving me fist pumps. And I work at training camp, so that's more of a little personal level. We'll stop by and say, "Hey, how's it going?" Wave and stuff, so they know exactly who I am. So when I work at the tunnel, the policy is you just don't talk to the players, you don't ask for autographs, and that's something I don't do. But that's how I got to meet some of these guys. Patrick Mahomes, I fist bumped him, shook his hand. We've had little, conversations. We've prayed together before, Patrick Mahomes. And when these guys actually, when they come out, I talked about them before, and they come out before the game, they're a little looser. They're just, they're just getting dressed out, want to get the feel of the atmosphere and everything. They'll come out, and and I'll really miss him. He was a really great guy to come out and always say, "Hey man, how you doing?" Because they want to know how I'm doing. I'm
Right,
like,
right.
You're the player, Patrick. You're the player, Travis. You're the player. You want to know how I'm doing? Doing good, man. Thanks, thanks. And there's a lot of the trainers and a lot of the coaches. Spags, he was one of the very first ones I'm the first one he met when he came to training camp.
Oh, okay.
So I work at the entrance that goes where the players drive into park to go to the field, and he pulls up and he says, "Hey, I'm Steve Spagnuolo. You know, I'm the Duke defensive coach." "Yeah, I know who you are." I really didn't know who he was, but the name sounded familiar to me. We